Alright, what's up people? I'm getting ready to head out, but I wanted to get a video out. I'd mentioned in two-part videos, the one about the breakdown, I think it was that one, that there is a missing truck driver. Her name, I believe, is Ashley Martin. I'm going to put her picture up here at the end. I've been putting the links in the videos for the story about her. Now, unlike Carmisha, who was found deceased on her truck, which we know that was foul play, even though they never really said, but I mean, come on, we already know it's foul play. And I haven't heard any follow-up stories as to anything about Carmisha. So I don't, they didn't really give any follow-up stories, which I don't like because it almost makes me seem like the authorities really don't care. And usually, if they care, they usually kind of try to keep it out there in at least the local media. And it's pretty much, okay, truck driver found dead, next, And there was a story, and I'll have to see if I can find the video. It's a documentary about a lawyer. I think she had a some sort of sexual attack. I don't know if it was a rape or whatever that took place, and the authorities didn't do anything. Well, she was a lawyer, and she started investigating attacks on women, sexual attacks, and found that a lot of the times the authorities, the police, would basically just put this stuff in a box and not care. And some of them were even so bold to say, oh, the person asked for it, they wanted it. I mean, just some really disgusting stuff. So it's beyond scope. But what I want you to do is I want you guys to be alert. Tiffany Hanna, who's with Prime, she's a mentor trainer for Prime. She did an excellent video that I watched this morning as I was getting ready on safety out here. She does it for everybody, but it is geared a lot more towards women. But it could be for anybody. A lot of wisdom in it. I think the only thing I did disagree with her on is these curtains back here. Keep those curtains closed if you're a solo driver. Even if you're not a solo driver, keep them damn curtains closed. Whether you're driving or not, nobody needs to see what's going on back here. Leave the assumption there might be somebody else on your truck. There might be a damn dog on your truck. They don't need to know. But she did an excellent video. So good, I sent it to two driver managers that I like at the company that I'm with right now. Only thing I'm going to miss is really my driver manager when I get ready to throw the peace sign. You need to be very cognizant of stuff going on out here in this industry. And you need to be very careful. I'm going to give you an example of something that took place last night and how I handled it. So the truck is in the shop. And I talked to one of the young ladies on here. I think it's Flossie. Let me talk to you. And you were saying, oh, I'm curvy, yada, yada. I'm curvy, too. I'm fat as hell. You might not be able to find all them damn curves. But I got a big behind and I got breasts. And that's all that some of these people are looking for, okay? They're not... Attention to attack you in a sexual manner is not about, oh, you're pretty. It has nothing to do with that. That's why I tell you, rape is not a lust or a desire thing. It's somebody who doesn't have they don't see you as human. They see you as a body part to satisfy whatever sick, perverted, sexual, twisted stuff they want. That's just like these people who kidnap these women and hold them and rape them on a continuous basis. I don't know. There are stories out there, and I can't remember the story about I think it was 3 young girls who were kidnapped, held in a home. This dude was raping them, and they had several babies by this man until one of them later got away and was able to get the authorities there and had these girls for years. And she got away while he was out working. That wasn't about no love. It wasn't about that she was pretty. He might have had a certain type that he went after because he's a perv. It has nothing to do. Like I told her, you can have one eye in the middle of your head. That's not what they're looking at. They're looking at body parts. And they're looking at, you got a breast, means you must have something else. And that's what I want. Okay? You guys, the video was superb. Like she's talking about she didn't like having a porta-john. Now, I'd had a porta-john since I started. My trainer with Werner had a porta-john on her truck. It was genius. And, it was good to have, if you guys are females and you get trained by a good female mentor, I tried to help my people. I did. They don't want to listen. You got to get the hell off this truck. I am a strict person. I'm strict for a lot of reasons. Okay. One, I don't want you to kill me. The Nigerian girl, I'm going to tell you something she did. and share something with you, and I'm going to go back to last night. We stopped. We have a terminal in Rochelle, Illinois. The terminal has free washer and dryer, but it's like every 10 minutes you got to go back to the dryer. It's insanity. So I'm like out of hell with that. I don't have the energy. I'm just going to pay. And I took it over to Petro. Plus they have bigger washers. Throw all my stuff in there. I did a full washer of everything. I like to do at a certain time. I'll do like a full of all of the bedding, rugs on the truck, and they have what I need. I can get it done. I get a shower. Towels are supplied. They got restaurants there. Walmart's right up the street. So in Rochelle, Illinois, we got there. So she decided she wanted to go to Walmart before I was able to go because all she ate was fruit, right? So I said, look, we're going to go to Walmart, but it's not going to be today. All right, now I'm going to do laundry. I'm going tomorrow, yada, yada, yada. So she decides she's going to walk to Walmart. Okay, you grown. It's daylight, so I don't have a problem with that. Rochelle is not a big town, okay? Not a big town at all. So she decides she's going to walk to Walmart. Instead of walking the full way, she tells me on the way back that once she got back to the truck, she got a cab back. She tells me, because they had like a little local cab company that's like somebody's van. She tells me that on the way up, there was a Spanish family, and she asked them to give her a ride to Walmart. Crazy as hell. You don't know them. They could be human traffickers, even if there's a woman in the car. People, be careful. Very careful. Me and the student that were talking, the student that talked to himself, we were in, is that Illinois? Is it Nebraska or Illinois? I can't remember. And we were picking, I think it was Nebraska. We were picking up a load off the yard. We stopped at this truck stop out of hours. Waiting for our hours to come back, I was going to get ready to go get breakfast. A car pulls up to the truck. This guy is waving. He's showing us a map, like he needs questions on the map. Well, since it's me and a guy in the truck, I said, go ahead and roll down the window and help him. Make sure your door is locked. So we're both in the truck. There's two of us. I'm a big girl. So between me and even though he's a little short dude, we're going to jack this little man up unless he got a gun, right? And it's daylight. If it would have been night, we wouldn't have been talking to dude, okay? He then gets out, and all of a sudden he switches from the map to trying to sell some gold jewelry. They're like, well, why are you scared of me? Like, bro, I don't know you. I thought you needed help with the map. No, we're not interested in shit you got. People, y'all got to be on your game out here. People do some shady McLaughlin stuff, okay? You cannot be out here. And to my ladies, I see some ladies that are on YouTube that want to show, they want to pose and get attention. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Sometimes I'll say, oh, yeah, I'm going to Houston or I'm going to Texas. Houston is big as hell. I'm at TA. There are 3 TAs here in the Oklahoma City area that are right up the street from each other. Which TA am I at? Y'all don't fully know a trucking company. I wear shirts from different companies. I have shirts from Pride, Conway, Swift. I have my old Warner jacket. I have some stuff from Bill. I have hats that people have given me from different trucking companies. Yes, I do. You have no idea who the hell I work for unless I'm going to tell you. When I went to the shop last night, I'll tell you what happened. So I'm here. I got here. It was still daylight, early evening. I go to the shop, check in with the guy here at the TA. Come back out, wait to go get me something to eat, come back out, sit in the truck, fall asleep here, off and on in the seat. Finally, I get pulled back about 3 hours later. Okay, by this time it's dark. I get pulled in the shop. They realize, the whole drama with the brakes and stuff, trying to figure out what's going on. Finally figures out what's going on, okay? By the time they get done with me, it's late. I'm out of hours. I go ahead, and because of where I'm at, I wanted a shower. So I drove around this lot to get as close as I could to this door. I have a handicap placard if I need it, because I have a little limp from when I fractured my ankle. Open handicap spot. I normally don't like parking on the end, but I needed to park close. The door is right here. I mean, literally in walking distance from this truck. What did I do? Let me help y'all what I did. I walked my fat behind over here in the daylight where the light is to this area, got me a shower. But before all that happened, here's what happens. I'm in there, and there's a brother that works inside of I guess he's one of the technicians who does mechanic work on the truck. First thing was, be aware of what you see. And I'm a watchful person, okay? Even when I look like I'm not watching, I'm watching. You got to be like that out here. Brother walks by, he looks at me eye to eye and watches me all the way while he walking around. Okay, it's going to be one of them next moments, okay? Because you got other intentions. I already could tell by the way he handled, make sure he does this right. I could tell by the way he handled the situation, he had other intentions, okay? He looked right and walked all around, and I did this. Straight ahead after I noticed what it was. So then he kept coming by the truck because he realized it was a girl, okay? Well, he had walked me. I had walked out the truck to go to the bathroom, too. Also, unless TA tells me they need to get inside this cab, I don't care if I'm at a facility where they're working on the truck. I lock the doors. Unless you tell me you need to get inside this truck, doors are locked. I locked the doors. I went to the bathroom. Okay? Come back to the truck. First thing I do is I always check behind this curtain because in case somebody had some global key that could get in here, they could be back here. So first thing I do, if I get in and out my truck, the first thing I do is I always look back behind this curtain. Okay? Now, with that being said, at the end, once everything was repaired, I had to go to the front to sign off on the paperwork. Old boy turns around and he's like, he comes up there and he's trying to talk to me. I already know what that's about. I don't know you. I'm sorry. I'm like, where are you from? I'm sorry. Where are you from? You're from the West Coast. I keep it very general. Then the girl says, your number's an Arizona number. I said, I'm based out of Europa, California. Okay? That way, Europa's another big area. You know where I'm based out of Europa. You good luck, and you can find a terminal. Now, the terminal there is secured. Okay? So he starts talking, and he says he wants to come in the truck, and, that stuff to try to get more information. Granted, I realize dude is just flirting. He probably is. I don't know. I don't really care. I'm not really interested. I said, oh, okay. Then he tried to get my number by the end of the conversation. I'm like, you can reach me at TheTrucker411 at gmail.com. We run a collab group if you're trying to get into trucking. And I have a mentor you can talk to, a man who's been in the industry 42 years. Yes, I do. And I can hook you up with him. And Trucker Bill, he already know. He ain't going to give out my number to nobody. He know I'll give his number to help people. But that Bill's a 6-foot man that can help defend himself. Former military. Please. We can give you advice. You ain't getting my damn number. And the people on Trucker411, I don't give their numbers, they don't give mine. Okay? We like that now. Everybody know. Okay? We've been out here long enough to know. Questions of where you going? Texas. Oh, you've been driving for a while? Yes. How do you do? Not bad as a mentor. Oh, you train students? Absolutely. So he don't know if a student is back here in this bunk sleep the whole time that I've been there because this back here been closed. Okay? Y'all better be on your game out here. Okay? There's just too much shady McLaughlin stuff. Now, the young lady who's missing, to my knowledge, it had nothing to do as far as the inside of the truck, prayerfully. She is from Louisiana. She was in her own personal vehicle last seen. The information is in the links below. You can kind of read the article if you have any information. Go to get it out. I'm also going to put another video down here Tiffany Hanna did that I watched. It was a great safety video. It, to me, is a culmination of some of the stuff we did on Trucker411 and some of the stuff that other lady truckers have done on Tube. This can happen in any industry, what's going on right now. A lot of people are like, oh, I never knew it was that bad. It's just like the Black Lives Matter campaign, okay, that's going on. Where the police abuse has been happening this way for years. This ain't nothing new to the black community. Black, Latino, minority community, this ain't nothing new. This type of abuse has been happening for years. What happened was social media happened and your cell phone happened. So in instant, abuses are now being recorded by phone and uploaded so everybody can see. What has happened now is we have a more global community, and now people that are missing somewhere, it's no longer about, oh, it just happened in Louisiana. It now becomes a global situation. So now we can get the word out on a global level to say, hey, y'all cover your assets out here. There's some crazy ass people out here. Okay? And y'all cover y'all assets out here. There's some crazy ass people out here. Okay? Anyway, guys, I'm going to grab me something to eat, and then I'm going to get on the road. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go across the street and get something to eat. The only thing they got here is Popeyes, and they got a little Middle Eastern place over there, but I don't want to go all the way over there. And I got card. I don't have a lot of cash on me right now. So anyway, but I'm gonna upload those links for you guys. Put that up, and this video is only 15 minutes. Please be safe. Please watch your butt out here. Vicky, my homegirl from the East Coast. I love your videos. Some of your stuff, I've been watching it. Good old school trucker. I need to put her link on here. She's really good. I have a lot of you guys hit me up on the TheTrucker411. Again, the TheTrucker411. I have a lot of videos that we do on there, but I also am part of a lot of groups. So how I found out Tiffany did this video is that she and I are part of a minority CDL holder group, and I think we're on a couple other groups together. So that's one, and then there's some other truckers that I have started having a affiliation with because of social media. I mean, there's good and bad about social media. I think for trucking, it's a plus. Like I said, when I first came in, there wasn't a lot of information out here. I'm loving the fact that I have a lot more details out here now than I did at one point. Anyway, guys, I gotta get my butt rolling because I've been sitting here being lackadaisical. Peace, 2 and 2.